Welcome to the Fine Art Market TT here in Lions Cultural Center, Woodwork. My name is Ariel Ali, and today I'm taking you with me to meet the artists and learn more about what the market has to offer. So let's celebrate fine art. This year's theme is Dingolay. Here in the Caribbean, it simply means to gyrate, twist or turn or whine, or to display yourself in an elaborate or bold manner. We also think of color and courage. So let's go see if these fine artists are living up to that today. Guys, so first up we are here with Ashley Isaacs. Ashley, nice to meet you. So tell us a bit about yourself.
My name is Ashley. I'm a graphic artist. I recently started painting during quarantine. It's like a hobby that I developed, but I've been doing it since I was in school. I actually did it in Form 5. So, yeah.
What school did you go to?
St. Joseph Convent.
Oh, Convent Sisters, but I'm a different convent, but still, it works.
Yeah.
So what medium would you say that you work with?
I work with acrylic right now. Just acrylic. I also do graphic design. So some of the prints that I have here are actually digital. Yeah.
Okay, great. So thank you so much, Ashley, and I hope you enjoy the markets.
You too. Thank you.
Next up, we're here with Alicia Natai Achong. Alicia's work is super cool because she works with encaustic art. Hi Alicia, how are you?
Good morning, I'm fine. How are you?
Good. How does it feel to be a part of the market today?
It's fantastic to be a part of, this creative event. I've been doing art full time for just about 6 months. So this is my first fine art market and I'm very excited.
Okay, well, tell us a bit about encaustic art. I actually went on Google last night doing my research and I saw encaustic, so I'm happy. So tell us a bit about this.
So encaustic art is an ancient art. It's an art where you combine beeswax with tree sap and then you pigment it to create paint. So you'd see on my this piece here, I have a little write-up on it. It's a medium that's extremely durable. It's considered archival, and there are encaustic pieces that would have lasted for thousands of years. So it's something that really fascinated me, and I experimented a lot to come up with what you're seeing here today.
Great. Well, I think I learned something new today. So thank you so much, Alicia, for your time, and enjoy your day.
Thank you. Same to you.
Now we're here with Justina Burkowska. Did I say that right?
Very well. I'm impressed.
Thank you. So Justina, tell us, where are you from?
I am from Poland, a country in Central Europe.
Awesome. So tell us a bit about your art. Your paintings are amazing. So tell us Tell us a bit about the medium you work with, and as well as what themes do you usually work with?
Okay, so my art, as you can see, is inspired by the Caribbean. When I came to Trinidad, I just fell in love with the colors first and foremost, which I think you can see in my art. I mean, the colors are just jumping at you, screaming, and they just want to be noticed and make everybody happy, right? So they are inspired also by the Caribbean nature. When I came to the Caribbean, when I came to Trinidad, because I love to travel with my husband. We travel a lot across the Caribbean. I fell in love with the nature, and I mean, everything starting from plants was so unusual to me and just full of beauty. And I was so impressed that I just exploded artistically. I mean, I have always painted in Poland as well. Obviously, my passion started in Poland. But over here, I don't know what happened to me. I think it's the Caribbean. I just exploded.
How long?
Artistically, I mean.
No, well, I like how bright the colors are. And I think you've captured the tropical climate as well. So thank you so much, Justina.
Sorry, I want to add, I work in oils. I was born to work in oils.
Oh yes, the medium you work with. Great, awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
So much. And come people of Trinidad and support artists, because artists need your support. Art needs your support. Art is a fantastic thing. It should be promoted. It should be shown everywhere. Art is therapeutic, and it's one of the best things that the man has created.
Yeah, it's very evident today. You see how much talent is around here.
Support your local artists. I mean, it's really important. Don't neglect this.
Yes, you heard it right here from Justina. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay guys, so now we're with someone a little bit different, Miss Marissa Young Lee. Hi Marissa, so tell us a bit about what you're doing today. What inspires your work?
I am doing a painting of Stefano Marcano from the Next Level Devils in Paramin. He is the first Carnival character I ever painted. So for posterity, I said I would do him today. People really started noticing me when I did his portrait. And what inspires me is like Carnival characters, traditional masks, but specifically the Carnival performers. Like, I really like to capture their identity, and it's my way of paying tribute to them for keeping the Carnival culture alive.
Great, and what medium do you work with?
I work with oils primarily, but I also do charcoal, pastel, and watercolor. Oil is like my go-to.
Oil. Okay, and how long have you been doing this?
Oil painting I've been doing for about 5 or 6 years, but I've been painting and drawing my whole life.
Hey, awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, and you can definitely see what's happening behind her. So thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And next up is Miss Beverly Thomas. Miss Thomas, how are you?
I am fine, thank you, today.
Yeah, so tell us a bit about your art. What medium do you work with, and what inspires your art?
I work with acrylics mainly, but I do dabble a bit with oils and stuff at times, but I usually work with acrylics. And what inspires me mostly is all the beauty we have that surround us every day, the beautiful women we have in Trinidad. Also the lovely art, the flowers. I do a lot of flowers, and that gives me the inspiration. All the nice saucy women that we have, the Caribbean women that I do.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Like, they are beautiful women that you've captured here today. So tell us, how has your style evolved over the years?
Over the years, I must say where I started from to now, I have grown quite a bit because your work evolves. Each time you learn something new and you get better at it. And I've done some workshops here and there to improve my brush strokes and stuff like that. So I have evolved a lot over the years to where I am today.
Of course, and that's what makes her a professional. This is beautiful work, so thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now we're here with someone who has some really interesting pieces, acrylic artist Cav Gunnis. Cav, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, so tell us what inspires your artwork. Like, I'm seeing a trend, but tell us what inspires your work.
Well, a lot of my work is inspired by nature, yoga, meditation. It's all about the conscious vibes, love, peace, and light. That's it.
Plain and simple. I think it's self-explanatory as well when you look at it. So thank you so much. Now we're here with artist Mike Perrin. Mike, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I've been looking forward to today, so and it's looking good.
Yeah, well, your work is very different. I see a lot of woodwork. So tell us about what you do.
Basically, I do a little bit of art, but I get a lot of orders for the woodwork, so I don't get that much time to pick up a paintbrush. But nevertheless, I still find time, and I do work for the artists as well. I do easels, I do framing and that sort of thing. So so hopefully today will be a successful day. Yeah.
Awesome. I am very intrigued. I see you have, I think I need this for my kitchen, my wine glasses. This is awesome. Thank you so much.
What I do is out of recycled stuff. So it depends on what comes into the workshop or what goes out, you know. So I just try and find a creative way of using it.
Now moving on to acrylic artist Charlotte Tom, who unfortunately is not in Trinidad right now. She is in Barbados for school reasons, I believe. But thankfully, her sister Victoria is here to represent her. Victoria, how are you feeling today?
I'm good.
Yeah, how does it feel to be here representing your sister on such a big day?
I'm really excited for her. I'm extremely proud of her.
Yeah? Okay, so I'm sure she would have debriefed you a bit. Tell us, give us some information based on what Charlotte told you.
Well, she's been interested in art her entire life and she painted her entire life, but not until COVID did she really have the time to sit down and really make a body of work. And this is what most of this is. She primarily works in acrylic, but she kind of dabbles in everything. And she likes to focus mainly on everyday scenes of Trinidad life, Caribbean life. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was taking a look, the Coconut Man. I feel this is someone that we all know in Trinidad.
This is a personal favorite of mine. But yeah, we also have prints as well of some of the more popular pieces. So yeah.
Okay, well, great. And Charlotte, we miss you.
Yes, we miss you a lot.
right, and onward to artist Dave Cropper. Dave, how are you today?
I'm good. Doing really well, actually.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing something very different behind me. So tell us a bit about your art. What media do you work with and all of that?
Well, I call this the Rustic collection. What really started off as a photography project to bring a different level of communication and art really morphed into a combination of woodwork and photography with an entire vision that really deals with Caribbean influenced decor, just Caribbean vibes in the decor. So I try to capture as much Caribbean themed images, and each image really is to tell a story. That's basically what I'm after.
Well, I think maybe that answers my next question, but tell me what you think the role of an artist is in society.
I think artists really have to tell the story. You know, artists play the role as the messengers to the people. And if it is the soul of the people doesn't have a voice, I think the artists really not doing what they're really supposed to do. I think the artists give voice to the soul of the nation, and the different types of expressions that we see here today is really a reflection of that. That the soul of the people has an opportunity to really express itself and communicate, whatever media you choose, you know. Some people, you know, they paint, they draw, they create actual stuff of value, but really at the end of the day, the Trinidad and Tobago story is what is being told.
There's nothing else I could say that you heard it yourself from artist Dave Cropper. Thank you so much, Dave.
Thank you much.
And now we're moving on to Michael Edwards. Michael, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Yeah, so tell us a bit about your artistry, what media you work with, and what inspires you.
First, I started when I was around 4 years. I started to draw and other things. So the natural ability to be creative, it started from early. But as a teenager, I went into music, but the inspiration for art never stopped. So whenever I'm inspired, I paint.
So you're a musician?
I'm a musician by profession.
Great, so I wanted to ask this question whole day, but now I found someone I can ask this question to. Can you tell me how you've associated music or your music life with your paintings and your art?
Well, as from a scientific point of view, the same part of our brain that does art also does music, the creative part of us. And well, art is more or less what coming out. What coming in is more academic. What coming in, what going out is actually creativity. So from that, and as I said, sound is color that we hear. And color is sound that you can see. But they are all on the same frequency. And if you look at the color wheel, it's the same, the dominant and complementary, same as in music.
I mean, I know a little bit about music and I never thought about it like that. So we all learned something new, right? So thank you so much and I hope you enjoy your day.
Thanks very much.
So yes, now we are outside and I am joined by mixed medium artist Turunesh Raymond. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah, so tell us a bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Well, I'm originally Ethiopian Eritrean, but I've been living in Trinidad for the last 25 years.
Wow, awesome. Okay, so what inspired you to work with this medium or these different mediums, I guess?
I guess it was it's a way for me to kind of deal with some of the issues which are affecting our environment. So I tend to use recycled paper. That's why I do papier-mâché. I use recycled paper as much as possible. Recycled material in general. Yeah.
Okay, great. So you seem to have a lot of experience because your work is so intricate. What advice do you have for upcoming artists?
You have to go inside to find the source of your art. You cannot find it out there. So have the courage, take the bull by the horn and go with your own spirit.
Yeah, I guess like most things in life, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Most welcome. Bye-bye.
now I am joined by artist Trevor Byron. How are you today, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. So tell me a bit about your experience as an artist. How long have you been an artist?
Well, I'd say about 60 years and more, right? Yeah, because I've been painting from since a little boy until I'm 70 now and I'm still painting.
70 and going strong, and your paintings, I must say, very neat, very, very extraordinary. So tell us about the paintings and your art. What medium do you work with?
All right, I work mainly in watercolors. Yeah? And my style, I like realism. So I like to get realism in my painting. So when you look at it, you see, if there's water, you see the reflections of the leaves and the trees and so on in the water, etc. The majority of them are watercolor. You see, the watercolor and watercolor paper, and they have to be framed with glass so that the glass protects the medium, right? The others that are not framed, the few, like this one here, is acrylic on canvas. The canvas is usually left open to breathe, they say, right? So this is why it's framed like this. This one is on acrylic on canvas paper, but it's framed with glass because it's canvas paper. Yeah. So any paper, would need protection. Watercolor now needs the glass too, because if I had the painting open and rain or water fell on it, it will spoil.
Well, I only know about watercolors. As a child, you get little watercolors to play with. So, yes. Okay, well, you definitely seem to have, you obviously have the experience. So, what advice would you have for upcoming artists?
Oh, well, I'll tell them once they truly love painting, they must stick to the painting. And they will be rewarded handsomely, in many different ways. Right?
It's as simple as that. So thank you, Mr. Trevor Byron, for your time.
Okay, thank you very much.
Next up, we have acrylic artist Richard Daniel, who unfortunately could not be here as well, but he is represented by 3 awesome women, and I'm here with Antoinette. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. What about yourself?
Well, I'm great. I'm looking at this art and it looks so neat. I'm seeing certain elements here. So tell us, on his behalf, about his artwork. What inspires him?
Allah. Allah inspires him with everything he does. He puts Allah first. He asks for guidance with all his paintings and stuff. We as Muslims don't really do much portrait, so you'll get a lot of landscaping and all this stuff. So Richard has been in art for the last 25 years. He started off as a postcard man with pen and paper, and then he gradually elevated to acrylics and airbrush. So from technical drawing, he's get a love for it, and this is where it has led him so far. He don't consider himself a professional yet, but he said he'll get there.
So next on the outside, we've got acrylic and oil artist Leah Yip Ying. Leah, how are you?
Hi, good day. I'm great. How are you?
Good. Feeling kind of short right now, but that's just how it is, because it's tall, beautiful young woman. So tell us, how long have you been an artist?
Well, I have officially been painting since my high school days, but since I was young, I was always drawing, painting, doing something artistic and creative, so yeah.
Okay, so tell us, what is the best piece of advice you've received as an artist or just as an individual?
Well, that was a really hard question, but I would have to say the best piece of advice was to believe in yourself and to believe that you can make it as an artist. Well, depending on how much you work, you have to work hard, but believe in yourself and you could get anything you want.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. Is there anything you want to tell us about your art? Like anyone in particular you want to point out, give me the inspiration behind? This one.
Because, well, I really have realized as an artist, I really am attracted to water and boats and all those kind of scenes. So this one I took myself, and I really just wanted to highlight all the beauty that Trinidad has to offer. And this is in Chagarama small boats.
Oh yeah, and I like the little sparkle in the water.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a thing I was like, oh, it's looking like it's glittering. So I really like that. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Leah. So another amazing acrylic artist who could not be with us today is Mumtaz Prasad. However, she is represented by her family. And I'm here with her daughter, Shay Marie. Shay Marie, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm a bit bummed that I couldn't meet your mom because her work is so colorful and so gorgeous. So tell us about the work. What inspires your mom?
My mommy, I could say her children definitely is her biggest inspiration. She started painting when she was pregnant with her last child. I am extremely proud of her. She's been featured in a lot of art magazines, and one of her biggest accomplishments, I could say, is the oval wall. She has art on the wall.
Awesome. So the next time you're driving by the Queen's Park Oval, you can take a look for one of Mumtaz Prasad's awesome paintings. Next up, I am joined by artist Miss Paula Cooper. How are you today?
I'm fine. Quite what is breathtaking with all the artists here together, you know, in seeing the work and all the different styles of work.
Okay, so tell us a bit about yourself as well as your art and what medium you use.
Okay. Well, I paint in all different types of media. Acrylic, watercolor, whatever. I also teach art. So my students, I usually, you know, introduce them or to all different types of media.
Okay, awesome. So I'm guessing as an art teacher, you would know a little bit about artists, whether it's local, regional, international. So tell me a few artists who inspire you as an artist.
Okay, well, Trevor Byron, Karen Sylvester. Actually, Trevor is right here today. Yes, Karen Sylvester is one of them. Michael Gittins. And two of those artists are actually from South. I'm from South.
South. I'm a South girl as well. Hey. Okay, great. Awesome. Well, is there any piece in particular you want to point out and maybe tell us about the inspiration behind?
Okay, this piece with the dancer. My inspiration is just based on everyday life and whatever I see, and you know, every day you get a different feeling. As an artist, every day is something new and refreshing, so my subject matter will change from day to day. Yeah, I wouldn't stick to landscape or dancers, but each day is something new and fresh, and I always like to get new subjects as well.
So this was a subject that, you know, is there someone that inspired you or just someone you came up with?
Well, I love movement. I also like dancing. Yeah, I used to dance, so a good bit of my subject matters are dancers. Because of the movement and because of the expression, as an artist you like to express yourself. So in dancing, well, you express, it's a form of art as well.
I agree. I like that you captured the movement with the color in her skirt as well. See, I could understand art too. I could be part of an art.
You know something about art, that's nice.
Right? So thank you so much for your time and enjoy your day.
Same to you. Thank you.
So standing next to me is Lady of the Hour, artist and curator of this wonderful event, Miss Jackie Guzman. How are you today?
I'm great today. Yeah. I'm even greater because of the show, the event that is hosted here today, which is just beautiful, breathtaking.
How did you feel walking around and seeing the artists that, you know, you've brought together today?
Well, this morning I took a walk inside the Lions Cultural Center, and I was overwhelmed by emotions of just the grandeur and the talent that we have here in Trinidad. So it was just an overwhelming feeling. I had to just literally exit out of the space because I felt if I stayed there any longer, I would be to tears, because it was just so beautiful, powerful, very much so.
You're definitely doing something for the culture, for the arts. Today we've met Trinidadian artists, right? Tell us, is there any plan to include regional artists in the future?
Well, that is what I foresee in the future for this event. Bringing all artists together, not only from Trinidad, but from the different islands, Barbados, Grenada, Haiti, as far as Haiti, and some of the other islands. So have something like an art basel.
One thing to mention, of course, all precautions were taken today, necessary. Everyone is definitely doing their part today. So again, we applaud you for what you've created today. So let's move on to your art. Tell us a bit about your art. What are some of the mediums you work with and what inspires you?
Medium that I use is acrylic and canvas, and what inspires me is just everything that we have around us, nature. Just look around and you would see that you don't have necessarily to look through a book to be inspired or to maybe experience anything like that, but just go outside, and that's my canvas there, just being outside.
Definitely a theme. I realize a lot of artists are inspired by everyday life and the things that you see around you. So
even more so, like because we are experiencing this COVID, we are not able to have our carnival that we have had for so many years. And what I have found is that a lot of the artists have really gone all out, gone out of their way to provide us with or showcasing a lot of our carnival characters, and so like I did as well, Moko Jumbies and the Robber and so. So during the course of the exhibition, you will find that you will see a lot of carnival characters. I love painting women, and I paint a bit of other things as well. I'll paint like, nature. I'll paint, this piece here was done for Shogam, and it was the Commonwealth island countries that I had painted, all the different flags. So you could have a look at this painting here. I use red as equality. And the symbol here that you see is the symbol of recycling, which again ties in with the 8 United Nations goals. And of course you have the flags of the Commonwealth countries. The children that are at the bottom, again I went into the figures of number 8, again tying into the 8 United Nations goals, yellow for warmth, green for rebirth. And the children wears little symbols and signs on their necks, which is saying, what are we fighting for? We are the future of today. Violence against children. And you could see some of the symbols that they do wear.
Awesome. So thank you so much. We really appreciate you sharing your work with us and having us here. And we wish you all the best for the next event.
Right, great. Of course, we'll have a next event. And art, of course, is always an unending challenge, which we will continue on our part of creativity, just to have the whole of Trinidad excited about Caribbean artists.
there you have it. The Fine Art Market TT is all about showcasing seasoned as well as upcoming artists here in Trinidad and Tobago. And hopefully in the future, some regional artists can be added to showcase more of a Caribbean culture of art. We thank you for watching and we hope you learned something new. Don't forget to support your local artists, share the video, like it, and see you next time.